Enforcer, previously, there was a 30-second cooldown on your haste, and now it is a 60-second cooldown. It is twice as bad cooldown-wise. But, even worse, the cooldown is going to trigger more often, because before, the Enforcer mark would only trigger when your teammate injured somebody near you, and then you got the down, and then you would get the lunge or whatever, right? Now, it's whenever you injure a survivor. You basically are only going to be having that 3% haste for like 4 or so chases. And in my opinion, since most of the kills are going to be using their powers for a lot of hits, the extra lunge doesn't really matter, but the 3% haste can. If you're playing Spirit and you're 110, getting that extra 3% can be helpful to reduce the amount of W King survivors can do, compared to a lunge where a lot of the time you're just playing with God pallets. Like your lunge doesn't matter. 15 seconds, it's like one pallet kick and then a W key. You're pretty much not going to be having that much value out of your lunge because it just is not long enough to matter. Brute, this one was like giga nerfed. They did the same thing with the 30-second cooldown going to 60 seconds. So now whenever you trigger your class, you aren't able to have that extra break speed for 60 seconds, which is crazy. And additionally, instead of giving your teammate haste, instead it puts a trap on the gen that gives the survivor who repairs it 5% hinder for 12 seconds. That is horrid. That is terrible. This is probably the worst class that there has been in 2v8. 5% haste is almost nothing. It only lasts for 12 seconds, incredibly short time, and it only applies on survivors outside of chase. Meaning that if you hear this and you immediately go back, there will maybe be 3 to 4 seconds of hinder applied to that survivor, which is literally one pallet break, and then it's gone. And in exchange, during that time, you don't have your extra kick speed. I genuinely think that if you're playing Brute, it is probably best for you to never kick a gen, because all you're doing is putting your kick speed on cooldown. You just want to be using that for pallets. It is actually a terrible class. I don't understand. Fearmonger. It also received, every single class for some reason received the 30-second to 60-second cooldown. Fearmonger is no exception. And additionally, instead of giving 10% haste to your teammate, you reveal auras. It's just worse. It's just way worse. I don't get it.